Well, I got the Watchmaker's lathe here. Figured we'd open it up. We gotta do that live. The packing job is fantastic. I mean, absolutely fantastic. The packed it extremely well. This is the camera. It's the LED lamp for the camera and the microscope. Cords. Look at the packing job. Nothing to complain about there. Nothing at all to complain about. Just absolutely fantastic job of packing. This is the microscope. Works very, very smooth. Very, very smooth. Getting photographs of all this in the next couple days, so adapter lens for the cat, microscope. Looks like the drawbar. Look at this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but look at that gear cutter. It's 0.12 16 teeth. So it's a pocket watch gear cutter. Draw tube, draw bar. Bars don't look bad at all. He has sent some collets to use. ER16, or I should say ER11 or 8, something like that, wrench. Those are parts that were made on the lathe. Just test it out. Put the gear cutters back in there. We'll just keep unpacking here. double roller filing rest with micrometer up and down. It tips out of the way, tips down. No play. Locks in well. Tool post. Grinding looks exceptional. Set up so that it'll locate in 4 places. Let's get the little ball there. The ball will seat into the cross slide. With a 4-station turret tool post. Nice. All right. Well, you can pack a box this well. That's a really good sign. Quick change tool post. The grinding on that. Now, let me go get a micrometer. Put a micrometer on here, end to end. All right. Oh, it's within 1/10 of 1,000. Gotta say that's impressive. It's beyond what it's closer than my micrometer can measure. The 10th mic. Tool posts, tool holders, I should say. Very, very nice. Just an adapter. These adapters work on both the European and the American voltage, so that's a good thing. boy, does he have this thing packed. Linear slides, which is good. It's got the mirror in there for angling the microscope. He's got that protected really well. Springs on both directions. And micrometer stops are on their way. Micrometer stops are on their way. Oh, here's one right here. Oh, it's in metric. That's a downer. Oh, what he wants, metric? Well, so Darren Tiffany, is this from 11s or whatever that new brand is? This is Michael Chung. Watchmaker Lathe on Instagram. Just Watchmaker Lathe with no plural on the end. It is Chinese manufactured lathe. The lathe is in the bottom. You can probably see the headstock right there. We'll get to that. I have been very impressed with what I've seen. With what I've seen on his Instagram. And I said, why don't you send it and I'll review it, take it to the AWCI convention, and give it a review. Well, I've always thought that would be a really good idea, to go ahead and make that larger. He's got a good idea here. It's a bronze, so it's a replaceable sleeve if you ever were to wear it out. He has a micrometer stop built in, so you can back this off. Again, this is the first time I've seen it. There are graduations. If you're presbyopic, you're going to have trouble, but if you're a watchmaker, you're always wearing a loop anyway. From an 18th century guy's perspective, the Phillips head screws are a little bit of a turnoff, but they work exceptionally. He used to trade under the name Levin, and he's switching over to his own name. And you see this is a riser. I'm impressed so far. We'll put indicators to it in the next couple days. Get pictures of the stuff, put indicators to it. Aluminum. See if there are any more questions. We got to the milling column. And again, the grinding looks exceptional. These edges are sharp, but they aren't. But they're deburred. There's no burr on it. You can move the dial like that. They've been lasered, so there's a little bit of a ghost on the plating because they were plated and then they're burned in with a laser. This of course mounts through here, probably cams. I'll have to look at that later. Also with a screw. But very nice milling column. And it doesn't have a cheap feel. Most of the Chinese stuff I've had in my hands to date, cheap feel, and they would like plate over the top of bad machine work. I don't see any bad machine work here. Nothing. Okay, there's the motor. Might have to get one of you watchmakers out here to help me figure this thing out. I'm not used to dealing with such small things. Okay, tiny little motor. See that? In the pictures it always looks so much bigger. I'll probably replace this belt. One, it's more flexible than I'd like it to be. Two, I don't like the feel of it. That's just a personal thing. These are the 3 leads that go into the control box over there, the converter. See how that goes? I don't know. It's an open motor, but ER11, the grinding inside of there, I don't know if you can see that. The grinding is incredible. So we'll put an indicator to it in the next few days. See, this would not need a drawbar because it's ER. Test bars. No fear on Michael's part of being scrutinized. I don't think he has anything to be afraid of here. So far, everything I've seen just looked. I'll be shocked if the tolerances aren't high on it. This is the slide rest. That'll work fine. I probably would change that to something a little more sexy if it were me, but it's the right size. Looks like he burned this out on an EDM machine, which probably is a good way to do it. Probably a good way to do it. Now, it's on linear slides. Linear slides. Probably not a bad plan. You're going to get a lot of smoothness. There's no backlash in this lead screw. You can see the nut is easily changed, which is good. I don't know if he uses ball bearings in here, but it looks like he does. Looks like he does. So you have linear slides in here, in the ways. So you're talking silk, absolute silky smooth. And the slide itself is just exquisite. It's very, very well machined. This is EDM for the bed. So the top, little ball and spring, I guess, go in there so you can twist the thing around. Okay. I'm used to a cam lock with this instead of this, but honestly, that's probably as good or better of an idea. Never really going to go past 30, 60 degrees. And Chung, made in China. Getting away from the Levin name. Stops there. Come up against the stop. Got another question about what it is. It's Michael Chung's watchmaking lathe. He was trading under the name Levin, and I said that's a bad idea. L-E-V-E-N. It's like a little rust game, but again, I see it looks like it's burned on the EDM machine, which is, in my opinion, that is a really, really good way to go. Really nail those tolerances. There's the offset for mounting the okay. So here's what we've all been waiting for, so to speak. My light around here. Let's see. Number 0448. This base casting, I don't know what it is, but it is good. Look at that. Industrial paint job. It's not a Corvette. Torch will take care of the annoying wrap. Well, in the next couple days, I'm going to set this thing no wiggle whatsoever. None at all. It's got the finish so well done on the head and tail, there's no paint. And see, here's the height. That's what that's all about. Very interesting. So you can move it up and down. Dial that thing right in. again, absolutely perfect. I'll have to put a dial on that. We'll see how that goes. But I'm going to tell you, so far I am impressed. Everything fits exquisitely. And look at that bed. I mean, the bed, try to get some more light on that. The bed is just... I did not expect the grinding to be this fine. Expect it to be this fine at all. Well, I'll keep you posted. Keep you posted, and I'll keep going down the road. So, stay tuned. We'll find out more. This thing looks absolutely beautiful, though. It is absolutely beautiful. See you soon.